Hey guys! Now, if like me, you turn on your Xbox One and you get a little bit overwhelmed by all the new games and new deals all in your face, then I'm here to help you with that. I'm gonna pick through the best games and best deals coming out this week. So let's take a look at the biggest releases coming your way.
Let's kick things off with a bang. Or a fart noise, or the sound of everyone sharply intaking breath muttering, "Can they say that?" It's safe to say if you're a fan of the TV show, then you'll be a fan of the games. But even if you're not that into South Park, the games are proving themselves to be incredible without having to depend on their TV counterpart. They're incredibly funny, have all the collecting and customizing that you'd expect from a decent RPG, plus it's safe to say they're not like any other game out there. South Park: The Fractured But Whole takes a slightly different twist to the first game, The Stick of Truth. Fractured basically makes all kinds of fun of the Marvel superhero franchise, as the South Park kids take on their own superhero identities but end up falling out. Whereas Stick of Truth had a Skyrim old school RPG feel to it, Fractured allows you to take the role of 12 different superhero classes, such as Psychic, Assassin, and Karate Kid. Providing you're not offended easily, this is an absolute must play for anyone looking for a laugh. From ridiculous and very offensive to dark, edgy, and complex, next we're taking a look at Elex. Elex is an action RPG set in a post-apocalyptic open world called Magalan. It's in a bit of a dodgy state as it's been beaten up by a meteor, and those who survived are trapped in battle. You know, your classic apocalyptic nightmare. The thing is, part of the reason they're all fighting is because the meteor brought an element called Elex with it, which can give magical powers, resculpt lives, and power machines. This is where the game gets really interesting, as it allows you to go down 3 different paths. You can join the Berserker clan, who, despite their hostile name, are more about weaving magic and restoring life to nature. But maybe you'd prefer to side with the clerics, who fanatically worship a god and operate a religious police state. That sounds fun! Or maybe you prefer the good old outlaws, who have no formal leadership and have more of a survival of the fittest thing going on. You'll be able to defend yourself with swords and firearms before gaining access to magic. You'll need this for all the mutated creatures that'll be all up in your face throughout the course of the game. Lovely. Give it a go and try and survive. Which clan will you side with? Only time will tell. Considering we're on the subjects of planets that really don't have a lot going on for them, being all apocalyptic and everything, we might as well talk about Rogue Trooper Redux. Based on the 2000 AD comic, the original Rogue Trooper was one of the first cover-based shooter games, paving the way for the likes of the mighty Gears of War. Over a decade since its original release, Rogue Trooper Redux sees the game return with shiny new graphics and a much-needed lick of blue paint. You'll be playing the role of the last genetic infantryman, bred for war and betrayed by your superiors. You stalk the battlefield as a one-man squad of destruction, carrying the biochips of your 3 fallen soldiers in your rifle, pack, and helmet. Your land to patrol is the chemical-blasted wastes of New Earth, a planet ravaged by an endless apocalyptic war. See, we've got a bit of a theme going on now, don't we? There's no sweeter taste than revenge, so you're off to go find the guy that stabbed you in the back so you can go shoot him in the face. So poetic. For fans of the original game, there's everything you loved with added HD graphics, remodeled assets, dynamic lighting, and new special effects. For anyone going in totally fresh as a daisy, you'll find an awesome stealth action game that shaped the foundations of cover shooting and did it all before Avatar and those blue-skinned aliens came along and tried to steal the limelight. So rude.
Maybe you don't want to buy a brand new game, but you do want to take advantage of deals with gold. They're only available if you have a gold subscription, so do get involved because it's totally worth it. Let's take a look at the best of the week. Let's kick off this week's Deals with Gold with a whole lot of love for The Witcher 3. The core game and its 2 outstanding expansion packs are all going for 50% off, or you can get them bundled together in the Bargainous Game of the Year edition for just £14. That's incredibly cheap. You wouldn't even be able to hire Geralt to do some monster slaying for £14, so take advantage of this bargain today. And whilst we're talking about The Witcher, if you played The Wild Hunt and wanted to know more about what came before, there's a saving of 85% on The Witcher 2 Assassins of Kings on Xbox 360. As an added bonus, the game is also backwards compatible on Xbox One and is an absolute must play. Next up, let's take a big saving in a galaxy far, far away. Yes, to help you get prepared for the imminent release of Star Wars Battlefront 2, you can get the original game's Ultimate Edition, that's the game and all its DLC, at an 85% saving. That's just £5.26 for all the extra maps, modes, and characters. If you already own the base game, you can get the Season Pass for completely free. You'd normally need to pull a Jedi mind trick to get such a good deal, so go grab it.
If you prefer your battles in a galaxy closer to home, then maybe it's time to parachute into Bolivia in Ghost Recon Wildlands. This is the biggest open world Ubisoft ever built, which makes it all the more impressive that it's being sold this week with 50% off. Whether you go for the standard edition or the gold edition with all the DLC content, there's tons of sneaking and shooting to be done. And now's the perfect time to jump in as the game has just received its player versus player Ghost War mode. Sticking with our open world theme, there are also loads of great savings on some classic Xbox 360 sandbox games. Yes, Rockstar are slashing prices this week with 67% off of Red Dead Redemption, 60% off of GTA 4, and 50% off Bully Scholarship Edition and Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. Which of those games to pick kind of depends on your mood. For me, the sunny climate of Red Dead and San Andreas are the perfect antidote for these first hints of autumn, though Billy is a good pick if you're currently stuck in the classroom and daydreaming of bunking off.
So there we have it, those are my new releases and best deals of the week. Do let me know in the comments section if I've missed anything out, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and press that like button if you enjoyed this video. I'll see you next time. Bye!